Hey, welcome back. About 6 months ago, we made a video showing how we installed this rain barrel and gutter system to collect some rainwater. And we've been using it since then. It's been working really well. The only problem is it runs out of water when we don't get any rain for like a week and a half, which happens a lot throughout the year here. So I wanted to upgrade it pretty much right away after we got it, and I saw how quickly it ran out. And I wanted to get one of these IBC totes. This is 275 gallons. They use these to hold just like different chemicals, soap, water, anything, any kind of liquid. This one had some kind of soap in it. And when I first got it, you could kind of smell it still a little bit, even though it had been cleaned out. So what I did was I took the pressure washer and cleaned the inside of it really good once and let that sit there for a minute. And it came back out. It was probably, I'd say the smell was probably 80% gone. So just a little bit left, you know? So I pressure washed the whole thing again, the inside of it. And when I checked it again, it smelled pretty good. I mean, you could barely smell it, but I'm sure it's fine. You know, I looked online at how people clean these things. Some people use Dawn dish soap or different stuff, vinegar, and there's different stuff you can use. But this stuff drains right down into the dip, which drains straight out into the bay, into the bayou or whatever. And, you know, I didn't really want to put any chemicals down there, especially something like a whole gallon of Dawn dish soap. Who knows what that'll do once it hits the bayou. So I decided rather than just putting any kind of even a weak chemical down there, I just pressure washed it. You know, I think anything that survives 2 full pressure washings of the inside is not gonna come off when some rainwater sloshes against it, you know what I mean? So I think we'll be good. So my plan from the beginning was to connect the bottom of this existing rain barrel to the top of this so that the water would just flow through here, through this hose and into here until this filled up. And then once this filled up, this would start filling up. And then if this fills up, it drains out of this overflow hose, right? But I wasn't sure how to hook it up because it had a cap on it. I'll show a clip of it or something, but it was red. The cap that came on it only had 1 hole in the middle. And at first I was just gonna use that. But I was reading online, this guy said he had one of these things filled up and he had the top sealed up, like airtight, you know, with this thing screwed in. And he went to let all the water out of it all at one time, you know, just opened it up all the way. And the vacuum that it created inside it sucked the top in and basically collapsed the whole thing in on itself. So I don't know how much of a danger that actually is. It's just something I read online. But if that is possible, I don't want it to happen here. So I ordered a cap that has two threaded holes, okay? And it's got these little plugs in it. I don't know how well that comes up on the camera, but it's just a little threaded plug on both sides. I think these are 2.5 inches. So I had to figure out how to hook a 3/4 inch garden hose to that. And they really don't make anything that can hook it directly that I could find, nothing cheap anyway. So I went to Home Depot and a guy that worked there helped me put together this. Now, this is like a bunch of adapters stacked together to reduce it down to 3/4. So the first adapter goes from the 2.5 inch threads on the cap down to 1.5 inches. And then the next adapter goes from 1.5 inches to 1.25 inches. And then the next adapter goes from 1.25 inches to 3/4. And then inside that, I've got a brass fitting to go from the size threads on this plastic fitting to the size threads on an actual garden hose, which aren't the same. So anyway, you hook all that up together and it works. You know, if it leaks a little bit, who cares? I mean, it's outside in the rain anyway. And you know, this isn't some critical application or anything. So that hooked up the top. Now, like I said, the reason I got a cap with 2 holes is so there's no vacuum created in here just in case, right? And originally, I was thinking that I could get 1 more of these bottom adapters, which is 2.5 inches to 1.5 inches, I believe. I could have gotten 1 more of these and just put it on this side, right? And then rubber banded some like row cover, a little piece of row cover, some kind of fine mesh screen to it. But then I realized that this plug that came with it, if you just set it on there and don't screw it in, just set it there like that, it's not airtight. There's no vacuum that's going to be created in there, but there's also not enough of a gap for a mosquito to even fly in there. Nothing could really get in there, I don't think. So I'm just going to leave it like that for now, unless I notice some mosquito larvae down in there or something. Okay, so that's the top. Then we needed to connect the bottom to the pump. Now, when I originally ran a line from the rain barrel to the pump, I should have cut it a little longer. I didn't leave it long enough to give us some slack in case we needed to go a couple more feet like we do now. But I had all this irrigation line left over that we had cut this piece off from. So I just used that and cut a little bit longer piece. I gave us some extra room now just in case we get another one of these and we want to extend it another couple feet, you know. But the question was how to connect that garden hose Irritech adapter to the bottom of the rain barrel, because the bottom of the rain barrel had a huge outlet on it. I mean, you can't just hook that up directly. So I looked online and they make a few different kind of these IBC Tote valves, you know, a few different sizes, and especially there's a fine and a coarse threads. You know, it's pretty obvious which one you have. The coarse threads are huge and the fine are not. I actually had to send one back because I ordered the wrong one. But once you figure out which one you need and order the right one, you'll be good. I put some tape on this. I'm not sure it really matters, but you know, it's not gonna hurt anything either, so. But yeah, I mean, after hooking all that up, everything works good. It works just like the big barrel did, except now we've got, you know, 5 or 6 times the capacity that we did before. One thing I'm thinking, maybe I need to build some kind of little lean-to or like cover for it, because it's kind of shaded here, but in the afternoon sun coming through there every day, you know, just the UV down here is ridiculous. And I don't want it to start deteriorating, you know, super quick. So I might cover it up. Even with the shade cloth would help, but I mean, we got all those old boards. I was thinking maybe I could rip some boards and just cover it up with that. It's starting to rain now. I might have to go inside. Like, it rained real hard yesterday, and I'd say I probably put 100 gallons in it, maybe a little bit more than that in one day. You could easily fill this thing up in a couple hours of heavy rain, or maybe less than that, maybe an hour, depending on how hard it's raining. And we only got 1 10-foot section of gutter, so that's pretty impressive how much it can pour through there, you know. But yeah, that's it. Just a quick video. I wanted to show you how we hooked it up, because it wasn't at all obvious when I first got it how you hook all this stuff up to it, you know. Down here we just got these mosquitoes, and you got to keep them out of any kind of water like this. So thanks for watching.